This is LA's first.
Live from Los Angeles, welcome to the Dr. Aaron Show. We're all about manifestation, transformation, and breakthroughs. It's time to claim your birthright of prosperity, vitality, and love. So grab your tea or coffee because together we're awakening the world. May you live your truth. In today's world, we live in what feels really unnatural. We're in front of computer screens. We're on social media. We are disjointed in so many ways, physically, mentally, spiritually. We are feeling so divided, so alone. And maybe you are in a relationship or not in a relationship. Maybe you're having times that are feeling more drawn in or having upsets and arguments. Maybe your career is plummeting and you are unemployed, or maybe you are thriving. The point is this, is that there is natural laws that will help you align to the truth and have you feeling like you're living such a natural life that is in alignment with your truth. So today's podcast is called Universal Law of Nature. There is a natural order to this universe, to you. And today we're going to dive into that. So welcome to the Dr. Aaron podcast. We come together to know the truth, live on spiritual principle, and align with universal law. We truly believe that when somebody awakens, they have a gift and a message to bring to the world. And together, we're awakening a billion people. No joke. That's our mission. I actually train soulpreneurs, soul-based entrepreneurs, spiritual entrepreneurs. We also develop spiritual coaches, spiritual practitioners, law of attraction or metaphysical new thought ministers. And of course, we will be developing doctors of divinity. It's one of my missions. It's early this morning, you guys. I can barely talk. One of my missions is to develop the most doctors of divinity on this planet. Okay. So good morning. It's very early where I am. And today we're talking about universal law of nature. We're in a series of 52 laws. So the law of nature is that there is a divine source and intelligence inherent in all of life. It establishes and regulates the phenomenon of how elemental forms and matter relate, really truly taking down to the elements of this universe and recognizing that there's a way that they relate, right? This law dictates the chemistry, biology, and science of the mechanics of this world. This natural design brings structure and standardization to create in a context of organization. So why the hell would you care about the law of nature? Why do I care about chemistry? Why do I care about biology? Why do I care about the mechanics of this world? And Johann Wolfgang von Goethe said, "Beauty is a manifestation of secret natural laws, which otherwise would have been hidden from us forever." So the point is that it's natural. It's natural to desire beauty, harmony, and enjoyment. And in order to have a life that really feels in alignment, that is beautiful, that is harmonious, we have to align with these laws. We have to understand there is everything working for that. And when we have resistance or upsets or feel discord or any of that, that's because we're working against the laws. So today, let's break this on down. So remember years ago, many of you guys know my story. I was in a very dysfunctional relationship, and I no longer feel like I'm a victim of him or anything like that. I recognize the perfection of my beliefs and how it came into my life. He was a pretty advanced addict, definitely an alcoholic. I believe he did some crack as well. He was, a Grammy-winning artist, and I was deeply, quote, quote, in love with him. It was very dysfunctional. We would have the typical merry-go-round cycles of the honeymoon of, oh my gosh, I love you so much. I'm so head over heels. You're the love of my life. Him getting tattoos of me on his body, to him falling off the wagon, ending up in other women's beds, to, the destruction and the ups and downs and the fights and the discord and the breaking up and the getting back together and all that dysfunction. And I remember learning, actually, I think it was somebody that was talking, they were reminding me that we have these mirroring cells. And if you are with an addict long enough, you become addicted. That's the truth, is that there is this natural order, right? That if you hang out with an addict for too long, you'll become addicted, whether it be through codependency and the dysfunction of codependency, which could be probably worse than becoming a heroin addict. You could become addicted to substance. You will become an addict because what environment we put ourselves in is what we become. And trust me, he did not make me into the insane codependent woman that I turned into in that relationship. Clearly, that was brewing in my subconscious mind over, my belief that I was not enough, that love equaled pain, and so on and so forth. So I do not blame him at all. In fact, I send him such gratitude through the ethers today, always. But what I know for sure is that there's divine order. There is a natural law that everything we choose, whatever environment we choose to put ourselves in, it's natural, right? So this natural law, the law of nature, is that if you put yourself in an environment of a natural environment of an addict, you will become an addict. If you put yourself in nature, in Mother Nature, you will become, it's impossible to not feel grounded and feel at peace and feel whatever because you are in this environment, right? If you are in that environment long enough, you will begin to get in that vibration, right? We recognize there's a certain vibration that the earth holds. There's a certain vibration that every thought holds. It's all frequency. It's all vibration. So the point is, there I was in the middle of this terribly dysfunctional relationship, and I started to realize how dangerous it was. Was it dangerous because of the arguments? Yes. There's a saying in AA that addiction leads to, suicide, mental institutes, or people die because domestic violence and things like that. So it was dangerous on all levels. It was dangerous of where we were headed in the level of our upsets and fights. It was dangerous even more in what it was programming my subconscious, because I was getting so upset. I was literally experiencing PTSD from all the times of all the cheating, all the lying, and all the stuff, and all my own upsets, right? My meaning that I put around it. The point is that he didn't keep me there. I was choosing to keep myself in that dysfunctional environment. And I realized how dangerous that truly was, because I was beginning to build my habits. I was beginning to build my reactions, my deep traumas out of that, which was programming every cell of my body. And so knowing this law and understanding that there's a law that is natural. It is the natural biology. It's a natural chemistry. It's the science and how everything relates. And if you're putting yourself in an environment where your chemistry, biology is setting you up for habitual insanity, that's what is going to happen and reoccur in your life. It's natural. So there's a divine intelligence inherent in all of life. And so I know that your soul desires for you to find that peace and find that harmony, find that environment where you thrive. Finding only relationships that align, that help bring you peace and harmony and joy and love and expanding and growth and all that, without discord and dysfunction and upsets and all that. Maybe it's taking time to spend time in nature. Maybe it's taking that hike or going on that trip to be with Mother Nature somewhere at the beach or something, being able to relax, being able to get away from technology, being able to be in an environment that thrives, that helps your soul rejuvenate, that helps you get grounded, that helps you release all these things, right? There's a natural law. And even if, whatever it may be, whatever it is, you have an intelligence in you that knows, that naturally knows. It's called intuition, that knows the perfect environment for you. And I understand that it's guiding you. It's guiding you to divine sources, guiding you home to wherever that is. Okay. And so the point is that you choose what environment you put yourself in. Are you going to put yourself in a natural environment that's getting you grounded, or are you going to put yourself in an environment that is keeping you stuck and in discord? And it's natural also. There's not one better than the other. It's an experience of all frequency. And that's the beauty of this life, that we get to experience all of it. But there's a beauty in a manifestation of secret natural laws, which otherwise would have been hidden from you forever. There is no secret anymore. You are true intelligence. And so the point is this. Next point is that everything is predictable, right? Everything's predictable. If I stayed in that relationship, I go with the next addict, I do whatever, it's predictable. It's going to be insanity. It's so predictable, right? You keep yourself in an environment, you keep yourself in that relationship, you keep yourself in that job that you hate, you keep yourself wherever. It's so predictable. It's the ups and downs, it's a merry-go-round. When's the next upset? It's so predictable, okay? The only thing that isn't predictable is a new creation. That's why we call it new thought movement. New thought is it's ancient wisdom. But the point is that what's new? Everything is predictable except for the new expression. Mother Nature has new expression, right? It may seem like it's predictable, but it is evolving. It is the evolution from the one source because it is evolving. There are new species and new things being created in Mother Nature. What is new in you and what is not predictable is you creating something new for yourself. That's actually what's natural. What's natural is for you to evolve. What's natural is for you to have a new creative thought. What's natural is that is nature's way. So know that everything is predictable that isn't the authentic new thought that you have. Secondly, you choose what environment you put yourself in. And third, it's natural to desire beauty, harmony, and enjoyment. So just remembering this, that as you go into your day, as you go into this next few weeks of your life, as you go into whatever, there are so many things happening planetary-wise. On the 21st, obviously, there's huge planetary things going on of aligning. And you're either going to align to your truth or you're not. And I think that everything, every full moon, every new moon, every landmark of time, every new year, every new quarter, every new day, every new time the sun comes up, there's always new. And you get to decide today what you're going to live. Are you going to live your truth or are you not going to live your truth? You know what works for you. You know what doesn't work for you. You know what hurts you and doesn't and makes you thrive. You already know there's an intuitive factor in you. And it is amazing that every day the sun comes up, we get this new unit of time to have a new thought and a new way that we do things. So today, in this law of nature, just remember that there's a divine source and intelligence inherent in all of life, which means you in every single cell of your body. There's an intelligence. And it establishes and regulates the phenomenon of how elemental forms and matter relate. This law dictates the chemistry and biology and science and the mechanics of the world. And you get to decide what environment, what thought are you going to energize? What is going to go on, because you know exactly, you can predict what's going to happen if you keep putting yourself in harmful way, in places that you don't like, in the job that you hate, in the relationship that's dysfunctional. And so just coming back, I remember being in that relationship. And I remember no longer realized I could no longer point the finger at him. He was going to do what he was doing, right? I had to point the finger back at myself. Every time we point a finger at one person, we have three fingers pointing back at ourselves. I had to realize that this had nothing to do with him. This had everything to do with my own dysfunction, my own limited beliefs, my own self-worth issues, my own shit. I had to break that discord. I had to break the energetic ties. I had to do my inner work. And I knew that that was my natural desire. My natural desire was to have beauty, to have peace, to have enjoyment. And it was up to me. I could no longer point the finger. So let's just take one last deep breath into the nose and exhale out. I just know there's intelligence in you. It already knows what is going to cause you harm and not harm. It already knows every aspect of the chemistry and biology and what your biology and chemistry needs to align to the highest frequency, to align with Mother Nature, to align with what you love, your desires, your wishes, your true embodiment. of having good food and a great life and great friends and all the above, beautiful home and everything, so you can serve and serve and serve and make an impact on this planet. I know that if that desire is planted in your heart, it is your destiny. It wasn't planted there for nothing. It's up to you to respond and know that that is what is built into you as a natural law. And so I say yes, I say yes, I say yes to you aligning to nature, to align to the nature of who you are and what you like and don't like. I say yes, I say yes, I say yes to this divine day, this natural essence, who you are. I simply release, it's done, as together we say, and so it is. Have a beautiful day, you guys, and may you live your truth as we go into this incredible holiday time, as we go into the incredible thing that's unfolding on the 21st. May you know the truth of who you are, which is aligning to all the stars, all the galaxies. You have created all of that. That is who you are. May you listen. May you listen. May you listen to that intuition within that already has all of this intelligence, okay? May you live your truth. I love you. Have a beautiful day. And so it is. Thank you for tuning in to Soulciety and Dr. Erin podcast. If you've had a calling to be a spiritual leader or coach, you can go to soulciety.com and check out our free training. If you've received value here, I would love it if you take a moment and give a 5-star review. In exchange, I have a ton of free gifts for you. Grab your free awakening book, 40 guided meditations, and digital manifesting masterclass. I also have a free money meditation and worksheet for you so you can begin to break through your scarcity mindset and claim your birthright of prosperity. You can get all of your gifts and learn about our upcoming transformational events in my bio link in both Instagram and Facebook. That's under drerin.tv, which is drein.tv. Also, I'd love to invite you into our free private community on Facebook under groups called Soulciety. That is facebook.com/groups/Soulciety. That's SOULCIETE. Have a divine day and may you live your truth.